Hello and welcome back to that Eurovision site, Eurovision with a slice of festive. Today we are doing PowerPoint Roulette, but a Christmassy edition. I am Kittens, your hostess with the mostest or something. Um, and
The
I
ho
have
ho
with
hostess.
the ho hostess with the mostest. Um, and I've got with me Daniel and Molly, who are going to be today's
Oh,
victims for PowerPoint Roulette. So, we've got obviously a slightly more festive edition this time, so expect Christmas themed prompts, seasonal themed prompts, and it's all going to be very, very silly. So, for those of you who haven't seen how PowerPoint Roulette works, what will happen is that our participants will get a random PowerPoint made up of 10 slides of just pictures, and they will also spin a wheel for a random topic. So we will see what the wheel and the PowerPoints give us, but be prepared for nothing to make any sense and probably for Belgium to get slandered. Um right, without further ado, let's go and see what the wheel has for us. Okay, so we have the wheel. It is obviously Christmas colored and everything. Right, Daniel, you're going first. Let's see what topic you get.
okay.
Okay, so this topic is using the slides, design a seasonal Christmas tradition that is to do with Eurovision. I'll give you a second to
Okay.
think about that. Could you also think about whether you would like roulette number one, two, or three?
Better capitalization this time, so I'll take the last even number and go for two.
That's for two. Okay, okay. Right, are we ready to go?
As ready as I'll ever be, I think.
Okay, okay, all good. Right, let's go.
Hello and welcome to my presentation on a new Eurovision themed Christmas tradition. Now, we've got some songbirds from all over Europe. Really excited for the Christmas season. Myself included. I'm sure yourselves included as well. Now, luckily, Melfest isn't for a few months yet, so we're safe for now from the likes of Jimmy Janson, Jimmy Joker Thornfelt, all those evil men and
Uh,
evil women. Well done, the
yeah.
Deb sisters. So I propose we make the most of this period where they are nowhere to be found. We will send the Grinch to their houses to make them atone for their musical crimes.
Yes!
Next slide, please. Is that Emma Muscat?
It is Emma Muscat. That is Christmas Emma
Cool.
Muscat.
Okay. In Charles Dickens's A Christmas Carol, there was Mr. Scrooge, and there were those beneath him who could not afford to have anything. Emma Muscat can afford to buy in songs from Sweden from these ten a penny songwriters. But if you look at other people in Malta, look at Greta Tude, she even struggled to get her release out. Look at all these grassroots artists in Malta who have nothing to go on. Maybe this is why everyone hates Malta. It's not Malta's fault, it's Sweden's for keeping the rich rich and the poor poor. So, but when we send the Grinch to their houses, perhaps they can, log on to their, I'm sure, really complicated, padlocked, gated computer that has like the master files of insert one word title of next 7 years of mellow songs here. Just take a few of them. we saw that like £90 Grinch that terrorized some mum's house. Have them go in, smash everything up, and take some mellows with them,
Yoink.
and bring it back to Malta.
Poundland
Next,
Grinch.
10 sec Grinch, maybe. Next slide, please. Christmas cat.
Well observed.
I wasn't observing, I was appreciating that there's a big difference between those two things. And this cat, as all cats do, hates Jimmy Joker Thornfell. Hates Thomas G's son. Because that's just not how a cat rolls. If there's one thing a cat hates, it's corporate songwriting. You know?
Yeah, well known
Because
that cats
because
hate corporate songwriting.
because
It's the worst.
imagine you get like 10 people back to your home studio to record something. I bet that cat, that's so many strangers. And some of them might be men, and that cat might not like men.
This sounds
Because
oddly specific.
it could be, or it could be a cat so used to just having just no one around that it hates everyone. Because it's so used to just having like Thomas Gson himself. But when he brings all his mates round, he brings Jimmy Joker, he brings Jimmy Jansen, he brings Anders Retov. There are way too many of these people, God. The cat's going to be terrified. So if we send the Grinch round, I'm sure he'll make sure that those guys don't come round either. I'm sure he'll pet the cat and give the cat some treats. Because he's a Grinch, he's not a monster. There's somewhere he draws a line. It's somewhere above being mean to the cat.
His heart grew two sizes that day.
Next slide, please. Finland has somewhat usurped Sweden a bit in the last few years because they have actual variety in their songs. So, and Carrier Green, Grinch Green, I think we found who we send in. We just get a bunch of people in Carrier Boleros to just storm these songwriters' houses at Christmas time, so it's a Christmas tradition, and demand they start doing things differently. Just sure, you can like chuck some stuff about in the house, maybe like break a few things because fun. But at the end of the day, this is a Eurovision event. Just start singing cha cha cha. I'm sure they'd hate that. That would be funny. Maybe even, carry is finished. Start saying something in Swedish because they were the last country to send something in Swedish. Finland were, and it was a great song. Maybe that's something that G-Song could learn from. Something Anders Raytop could learn from. Something Dino Medenhodzic could learn from. And they're having a great time in their Christmas get-up. I bet Thomas G-Song, he thinks he's too cool for Christmas. Yeah. Why would you do Christmas when you can write 17 different songs for 17 different national finals? Come on. Come on. Why would you? Next slide, please. This is the tree where we would gather outside of G-Ton's house just at the crack of dawn to plan our assault. So you'd say, you take the front room, you take the mansion, the cash room number 1, you take the cash room number 2, you take the songwriting studio, you take the basement where he has all artistic integrity locked up.
There.
Because we need this to be coordinated. Like, we can't just have some guy come in and just smash shit. This isn't Hevley. This needs to be planned in advance. We can't just show up and torch it, as fun as that would be. Because I'm sure there's like a spreadsheet we can go through at the time. Guys, who are we if not over planners? So,
Feels like
you
a
know,
personal attack.
I'm sure it's cold outside. That's why we've got the boleros to keep us warm. You know, we don't want cold arms, do we? Because if you've got cold arms, can't like swing them around as much and destroy all of this stuff.
It'd
Because
be
that,
fine to be bare-chested, but no cold arms, you know.
Exactly.
I'm sure you can wear something under the bolero. Maybe even say a nice Christmas jumper,
Let's see what you did then.
like I'm modeling here. Next
Yeah.
slide, please. Hmm.
Iconic. Oh, oh gosh.
Jesus Christ.
No, it's just Sunny.
It's
Ha.
just Senate being Senate, man.
How do you know those two people are different?
It's true. It's true.
Because much like the Judeans in the zeroth night, Senhit was waiting for a Messiah, and that Messiah was American, a rapper, and called Flow Rider. I'm actually doing this, okay. And we need our Flow Rider. We need our Jesus. We need someone to come in and change the Swedish music industry for good. We just need, let's face it, some guy. There doesn't have to be any particular guy, but
Guy
just
standing in the corner, just like that.
yeah, we just need some guy to just like knock on his door, going, "Hello, is this Thomas G. Son?" Which I'm sure he goes by off camera as well, because of course he does. And he'll go, "Yes, I am renowned songwriter Thomas G. Son," which is how he will introduce himself. And he'll say, "Well, why? Why? Who hurt you? Why?" Then he'll storm in and just starts flailing his arms around, just smashing up his, I'm sure, terrible, like, "Ooh, you wrote this song, well done" award. Because he wrote it with like 10 people. That doesn't count. That's a participation prize. And if there's one thing Senhit loves, it's thinking that, oh, we're going to win, but no, they didn't win. And she's better about that. She doesn't want other people to like have Eurovision winner prizes. What did he do? He wrote like 6 words of a song. It doesn't count. Senhit, she got Flo Rida to represent San Marino. Flo Rida probably doesn't even know what a San Marino is still to this day. That's more of an achievement than writing like 15 words to like tattoo or whatever. Was Chatter Showers robbed anyway? Next slide, please. So is Adrenalina, but that's besides the point. Now, this isn't part of our, flailing around, it's destroying your G-Son stuff. This is our after party. Because if there's one thing I know the Swedes love, it's an after party. That's basically the only reason they host Melfest every year. So we'll go back to that. We'll have some people strategically not go. They can go to System Balaget. They could just get a bunch of like party drinks, and we can find a suitable venue to host our party. We did it. We saved the Swedish music industry. Christmas is saved. All those little boys and girls in Sweden, they can wake up knowing that they will not have to listen to a Thomas G. Son song next year. And is that not what Christmas is really all about?
Exactly.
Especially after he's probably released like 50 Christmas songs already this month. Yeah. I meant to be monitoring Christmas music at the moment. It's grim in Sweden right now. There's so much terrible things coming out. It's honestly upsetting and ruins Christmas for everyone. And we need to save these people from a Shirley Clamp Christmas album, from a Robin Bankson Christmas song. We need we need to put a stop to this once and for all. And the only way we can do this is, let's face it, Eurovision carrier January 6th. Next slide, please. This is Alaka approving of our message. She forwent this so trodden path of the Swedish songwriters. She got people with taste. She got the Dutch in. Maybe the Netherlands were robbed of the final that year. Maybe they weren't. But she got there and she was brilliant. And Alka, if you are watching this, by the way, get the Bedwetters and You version of Bridges onto Spotify this instant, please, because it is so good. Why is it not on streaming? But that's beside the point. I'm going off topic here. But she's also visibly uncomfortable because she knows that she lost in Eurovision to one of these G-Son songs. These just hyper-produced pop fodder that won out against a brilliant artist like Alika. Stream her debut album, Alika. It's great. But she deserves way more than, I think, eighth place, I think she got. Why didn't she deserve the win? Come on. She was singing her nice song from Estonia, because Estonia is better than Sweden, as we all know. And next slide, please. We did it, guys. We saved Sweden. Thank you so much for helping us rid the world of this evils. And I just hope that next year, all these little boys and girls in Sweden will be free of radio airplay being given to. Might as well just think of the worst thing I can imagine. Linda Bengtzing and Eva and Eva in a Christmas song featuring Frocken Snusk.
I would
That would
love
have
that
happened.
Christmas song.
That would have happened next year if it weren't for us. And actually, no, featuring Frocken Sushi. That would have happened if it weren't for us. We put a stop to that, guys. Thank you. We did our part. You did your part for listening. Thank you. Next slide, please. And this will be Sweden hosting Eurovision after we've made their changes, because they'll be good at music suddenly, so they'll actually win a deserved Eurovision title. Whoa! I'm sure they'd get some really cool singer-songwriter to write a song themselves, perform the hell out of it on stage, because Sweden can perform when it comes to it. It's just we wish they'd perform better songs. And now, since we've made it so they have much better songs to pick from by just scaring the life out of them, really. I'm sure he'd just be too scared to go in the studio just for fear of the consequences. But we know Manzemala. He's threatening to come back, but maybe he can host instead. That would be
But
fun.
by the time this video comes out, we'll know whether he's coming back or not.
How about that? That's How about Bjorn Holmgren's song Fire? That's a cool prediction. Bjorn Holmgren, I'm sure he's a good lad. He's probably got a G-Son song, let's be real. But that's something we hopefully can put a stop to for next year. I'm sure, because he wrote a lovely song with Lisa Howard. Why don't you get them both back in the studio to write another one like that? Thank you for listening. Next slide, please. Can you tell I thought the last one was the last slide?
Well done, Daniel. That is definitely a Christmas tradition that we will all have to take on from now on, obviously. The ritual stealing of Thomas Gayson's songs by searching his basement, where he clearly keeps them all.
Just smashing up his house, actually, if you were listening.
Yes, because we all know that he would just keep them in his house, just in little jars, like in the kitchen.
Basement.
Yeah, he's got like I don't want to say a meth lab, but a song lab down there.
Hello. Oh, it's just like in Breaking Bad. It's like a little caravan though. He
I'm,
writes
I'm
his
sure
songs.
it's as criminal as meth, if you think about it.
What about if you find his secret storage lab? Like that might be hidden like somewhere else. You have to go and do that one as well next year, you know?
Oh
Oh,
God.
that's right. It's a yearly tradition. We don't seriously expect to get all of us done in a year.
Well, you said you were going to rid all of Sweden of his songs and then donate them
Yeah,
to Malta?
yeah. Malta needs it. Have you heard Malta? They've come
Yes.
last. They've come last in the
Yes.
semi 2 years in a row. They need this.
Justice for Serana, actually, but you know.
Justice for Sarah.
She got justice.
Sarah was good.
You and I are gonna come to blows. Okay, right. So let's spin the wheel to see what Molly is getting as their Christmassy PowerPoint Roulette topic.
Let's go.
Oh
Ooh.
God, not French.
Yes, this is all clearly very accurate French.
Can you say that?
I don't know that enough French from my
Yeah,
Duolingo. I
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
learn
yeah,
that
yeah.
much
Yeah,
French.
Kenneth, can you pronounce that for us for those of us who, of course, I know, but for the audience at home who doesn't, can you
Ne,
pronounce that for
ne
us?
partez pas sans moi. Is that close? Come
I
on,
can
I
I,
don't
I,
know.
try.
I don't know. I've not. I've,
Ne partez pas sans moi, I think. Not great.
Anyway, this is an obvious typo because this is not Le Parti Pensons Moi. This is, but this topic is we've borrowed a Celine Dion song title, Ne Partez Pensons Moi, for organize the Eurovision Class of 2024 Christmas party. Now, you can choose roulette number one or roulette number three. Which would you
Let's go
like?
3.
Number three. Okay, so in 10 slides, using the PowerPoints, organize the Eurovision class of 2024 Christmas party. Molly, you're up.
Okay, let's go. We need like banger music. Like we need like cl mix of classical music, but also some really good like club bangers, you know? Something you can kind of bang your head to, you know. We'll have a party. Some people are gonna get drunk, probably most likely. Um, it would be funny if you have Croatia in the corner just getting absolutely smashed. You know, just
One more time
songs you
for
can
all the
drink
good
to.
times.
Exactly. A load of songs you can drink to and then embarrass yourself on the dance floor to. Everybody out there just embarrassing themselves, and maybe the janitor would need to clean up a few stuff to the Eurovision song, you know? How you need to have it so loud that you can hear it from the bathrooms, right? Like basically, but I think maybe we don't need like vinyls. We need proper DJ sets. But it would be funny if people just brought like a bunch of vinyls with them and just put it on. And instead of a stereo, it was just that, just a bunch of vinyls in the room. Next slide.
that feels like an Angus Christmas party.
It sounds like
Oh,
a banging Christmas party, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm glad. The baubles. Okay, so we have like a bauble fight. I know it's like full of danger, but 2024 was a little bit messy, so we need to have that in our party as well. So a bauble fight does sound quite good. Is the hospital is the hospital going to be filled up nearby? Yes. But does it like summarize what happened this year? Definitely. So we definitely need a good bubble fight. Get a full bucket and just chuck it across the room. The people the fit, survival of the fittest, let's go. Whoever wins another Eurovision. Next slide. Um, Brussels sprouts, yeah, everybody needs to eat them. There's loads. Like the food
No.
is just legit like Brussels sprout based. Like it's just all Brussels sprout based. Like, you know, this is this party gonna get lit, but we have to be healthy. All Brussels sprouts, turkey, Brussels sprouts, all Brussels sprouts, everything Brussels sprouts. Is Are we gonna have some walkouts? Yes, probably, but let's go. Next
Oh
slide.
my God, that sounds disgusting, Molly.
I said we are gonna have a chaotic party. This summarizes this year very well.
It's true. It's true.
Next slide. Um, so the Brussels sprouts, it's not it's probably gonna make some people not feel well. So we're gonna have like disgusting faces as people eat, but we have to have some the good music is kind of gonna, disguise that. So it's gonna make people look like they're enjoying themselves, a little bit. People may hate the Brussels sprouts, but we're just vibes, So we need like Voyager in the background, just drumming the drums. It may not sound right with the EDM bass in the background, but we're gonna do it anyway. It's Voyager. Who knows? It's a fun party. Got to mix it up.
I mean, Voyager have done some pretty cool remixes of their songs, so you never know.
Exactly. Mixing all the weird classical music, 2024 Eurovision songs with just Voyager. Yes. It's all remixed together. All remixed one after another for
And he'd have a good Australian sung that way.
exactly for the 24-hour party. Nope, it's all week. For the all week party, you need that.
How has this turned into like a 7 day bender, Molly?
So,
It's Melfest. It's like Melfest. Let's go.
are people eating sprouts
For
all week?
7 days.
Yes. Yes. Hell yeah. Um, So this is how we get the disgusted faces like this. But also, the people in the back are the people that are not enjoying themselves at the sprouts, but the people in the front of the photo are like, yeah, we are gonna bang out this party. It's gonna be so fun. Like, it's just alcohol and sprouts. Next time. So we have to also make sure we have some sweet treats in there. But
Are
people
they
have kind
also sprouts?
I feel like, but the candy, we've only allowed sprouts, but I feel like some of the artists have kind of stolen the candy from children and brought it into the thing. So
Why
I
Who?
don't know.
steal
Go
it from
name names.
children?
Name names.
I
Which Eurovision artist from this year is a steals sweets from children?
let me think. I feel like let's go with Sarah Benici and like that lot, Nice little bender out. They got drunk and decided, sack it, let's do it. Um, Ollie Alexander as well just decided, I'm just gonna join him.
Well, that middle one does look like it's making you dizzy.
Hey, yeah. To be honest, everybody's going to be dizzy after the party because of all the damn alcohol. Like, it's just kegged. It's just, there's water and alcohol. That's it. Next one. Next slide. And after the day after the party, you want to come back and, we have an extra day after the week where you can kind of just chill and we'll have like a cat cafe. So you sit in a nice cat cafe and we have like soft Eurovision songs played in the background while you
And
just
Brussels
stroke the cat.
sprouts.
No, the Brussels sprouts are dumb because I probably think everybody would want to rest. Except we have mince pies now, so it's just all mince pies.
But in the mince pies, there's Brussels sprouts, right?
Okay, some of them do.
Can I,
Brussels
can,
sprout roulette.
can
Yeah,
I please come to the Ballad Cat Cafe?
yes, it would be very cute, and I feel like Taya and Selena will be there and singing and singing their Christmas ho 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 song. Got that
Which
one
you
in the
can.
background.
No, I can't say that.
Yep. Just,
It's,
just
it's meant to be a secret.
But yeah, and you got a load of cute soft cats. Next slide.
That's me
This
seeing the Brussels sprouts.
this is gonna be yeah, this is gonna be some artists rolling up to the party. It's a little bit like Turin in Eurovision in Italy. Yeah, it's fun, but it's a bit messy at the same time. We don't have it fully there. The place isn't fully clean, so the stage just yeah, it's not the best. It's good, but it's okay. So, and yeah, some of them just left. Some of them were like, nah, I don't want to be here.
I mean, you're organising this, Molly. You need to make sure the class of 24 are very happy at their party.
Yeah, I guess some of them just obligated to stay, and then we joined Matt. We forced Matt Black into it. We kind of just kidnapped him and brought him into the party, so that it was fun again against his own will. So,
Can I just say,
so this is what.
all I did was breaking and entering. Okay. We this one we've got I'm sure GBH from the bobble fight. We've now got kidnapping.
And
What is
force
this?
feeding people Brussels sprouts.
Yes.
I don't think that is a crime, but it's not illegal.
And this is what Matt Black's reaction is. He thought he was going to have a fun time, and then he was kidnapped against his own will into the party. Next slide. And so, Red Pandas kind of just stormed in, kind of just ruined the party. Well, didn't really. It kind of just added the soft vibe that we needed. So that's how we came up with the cat cafe at the end of the day. We thought, oh, soft Red Pandas, let's go. And Matt Black was like, yeah, I'm on board with this. Let's go and have a cat cafe. And everybody came together, and from the power of friendship, we had the cat cafe.
Can you elaborate on Red Pandas stormed in?
They broke through the window,
From where?
the top of the building.
No, but where have they come from?
They've come from they've come from Mons Zelmerloff's house.
Famously, a man who breeds red pandas,
Yeah,
Von Zelmerle.
Zelmerloff.
Does he live in Stockholm Zoo?
No, I don't know. I guess now. I guess now he does. He does now.
So you're saying that the red pandas are Mons Zelmerle's minions sent to
Yes.
destroy the 2024 party?
Yes, because he was jealous. He wasn't back in a while and he needed to be back in some way, so he wanted some attention at the party and decided to storm in and show up.
Yeah, you're right. That does sound like him.
And
Yeah.
Petra Mide was just in the corner having her Brussels sprouts, like, what the frick is going on here?
Mons Zelmerle was mad that we weren't all drinking his Mons Carver. But so
Yeah. Oh gosh. And Lorene and Petra Mide are just looking confused, like, what is going on? Okay, next slide. This is Petra Mide. She's having some shots and she's kind of just watching the chaos go down. She's like, you know what? I'm just gonna enjoy my time and judge everybody. You know? And then Nemo and Ollie and Sylvester are just enjoying their time. They're drunk. They're having fun. You know, somehow holding up the French flag to Slimane. Sylvester probably loves France, so he's cheering on with that French flag. He had some French music on and he was just waving it around. Gotta love that. Doing the look-tell dance to Je t'aime.
Le
Next,
look telk, if
so
you will.
the look-tell.
No, go on. Look, Telk was right there.
The
Yes, because we all know my specialism is saying stuff in French.
Je t'aime. Next slide. And they all had fun, and at the end, they all yelled Merry Christmas with a big cake that was not great for fire safety. They kind of went up and there was like some candles, but loads of people were drunk, so they kind of lit it wrong. So at the end of the party, they had to try and figure out how to put the fire out, the literal fire. They
You
figured
mean they
it
had
out.
to put out the fire?
Yes, yes. And you just have Nuts is in the corner looking worried as she's singing Firefighter. She's just watching this all go down. She's just trying to get through singing Firefighter over in the karaoke corner.
And no
So
one is listening to her.
no, there's this big. Everybody's focused on the freaking fire mess that's going on in the corner, trying to get it down. Apart from, I think, Ollie, Sylvester, and Bambi that just have no rave of the time in the corner, just partying. They're just like, we don't get. Next one.
That's it. You're
Hey,
done. I think we've all worked out that we should never have Molly organise a Christmas party.
No,
no,
no.
never.
That was quite a ride. Quite a ride, Molly. I don't think you should ever the party planner may not be what you should have on your CV. Right.
Every time I go first, I say they can't get weirder than this. Every time they do.
Yeah, we may have a new weirdest PowerPoint roulette. I mean, it's up to everybody else to judge whether this is better or worse than Rory having an
I,
absolute meltdown last time. Um,
I still don't know what Rory was trying to get to,
no.
so I think he
So,
wins.
I'm so confused by Rory's PowerPoint. Go back and watch that one if you missed it, folks. Right. Well, that's about all we have time for this evening. Thank you very much to Molly and Daniel for being the victims. I hope wherever you are and what you're doing this season, you are having a very lovely time of it. And you do not, in fact, eat your entire body weight in Brussels sprouts and end up setting the room on fire. Um, which is, very important work. If you enjoyed this, please do drop us a comment down below. Give us a like and subscribe. We will, of course, be doing more silly things as we go into the Eurovision season. I feel like I have to, I have to. There's a small gay octopus. Um,
Yeah,
the very seasonal small gay octopus. But thank you everybody for watching. I hope you've had a great time. Hit the thumbs up and keep in touch with us at that Eurosite on every social media platform known to mankind. Twitter, Facebook, Threads, Blue Sky, TikTok, Tumblr, Instagram. I think I got them all. And of course, we go and check out the podcast as well. That Eurovision podcast on all your streaming sites as well. All that's left for me to say is thank you very much to Molly and Daniel for being here. Have a lovely season, whatever you're getting up to, and thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.